3 very short, scary stories. Story 1. Feeding Time. The Tiyanak. It was late. "The baby's crying," my wife tells me. I get out of bed and stumble across the darkened hall to the nursery. I can hear her pathetic sobs in the pitch black of the room. Groggy, I feel around for the pacifier and, finding it, stick it into her mewling mouth. Her cries stop, and I hear the soft sound of her sucking on the binky. "Just bring her in here. It's feeding time anyway," my wife calls, just as I step back out into the hallway. Sighing, I turn around and head back into the room. I feel around in the crib and find her wiggling form. She makes a happy gurgling sound as I pick her up. I tread carefully back to our bedroom, not wanting to drop my little struggling bundle or trip in the dark and fall on top of her. Once there, I pass her off to my wife and climb back into bed, where I quickly fall back to sleep. Later, I wake up wet, gross. There's light streaming through the window. I sit up and pull the covers off. The sheets are slick with blood. It's pooled up on my wife's side of the bed, and a greasy trail of it leads into our closet. And the door is slightly ajar. And then I hear a happy gurgling coming from inside. And from the nursery, the baby's cries reverberate down the hall. Story 2. Hand-me-downs. When my little sister was born, my parents moved me into my older brother's room and turned my room into a nursery. I hated sharing a room with my brother. He loved to scare me. I'd wake up late at night and hear creaking sounds, and then look across the room and he'd be staring at me with a creepy smile on his face. My parents kept telling me I was being ridiculous, until I described the clothes he was wearing the night he had hanged himself. Story 3. The Best Hiding Spot. My sister is good at hide-and-go-seek, but I'm better. Once, she climbed in the linen closet in the bathroom, crawled all the way to the back, and moved the towel so you couldn't see her at all. When I gave up, she hid another 15 minutes before coming out. As I learned all her best hiding spots, she had to improvise and find newer, more clever places to hide. No more hiding in the back of Dad's closet behind his ties. No more hiding under the sofa, pressed so close to the floor that she had to slither like a snake to get out. And the last game we played, she went above and beyond. I searched all over. Mum and Dad even participated. And when we gave up and called for her to come out, she wouldn't do it. Other people came to help look, but nobody could find her. I told them, "She's a good hider, but I'm better." Dad was the one to eventually locate her. It was cold one night, so we got a nice log fire going in the den. But smoke started billowing out and filling up the room. That little sneak had climbed up into the chimney and somehow managed to shut the damper. Mum and Dad were in such a haze after that. They didn't even notice after the viewing, when I crept in and hid in the casket. We've been picked up and put down a bunch, and I've heard people saying stuff right outside, but nobody's peeked in once. I am the best hider, after all. They'll be so surprised when they can't find me.